Start Central Lancashire. Today we're going to be talking about temper tantrums, and we're going to start with a quote that says, "She had long ago stopped being embarrassed by temper tantrums. She flipped it and wore it as a badge of honour. A temper tantrum was a sign that her mum had said no when it counted." And I think this is really important because a lot of parents get embarrassed when the child has a temper tantrum, but it is normal, it's a part of development, and it is a sign that you've been consistent at something that you think is best for your child. Temper tantrums usually start around 18 months and they can last until the child is 3 or 4. So we get a lot of children who are like 2 and the parents are like, why are they like this? Just before the 2, and like, it's not terrible 2s yet, but they tend to start a little bit earlier than that. And it's all around, why do they do it? It's because of frustration. They're struggling to communicate their needs right now. They're just learning how to talk, they're learning about boundaries, they're learning about how to express themselves, and they're experimenting with what they can and can't get away with, how you're going to act when they do that. So it's really important that we role model good behaviour as well. If they're acting a certain way, we can show them how better to react. Know what works for your child as well. So all children are different, and what works for one child won't work for another. But there's a few things to consider. So giving them space, telling them that you love them, and offering hugs. So some children would like you to go and hug them. Some children would want to be left alone. It just depends on what they need. Make sure that they're in a safe space, away from other children if it may lead to kicking, hitting, biting. Don't bite the child back. I know some people say, oh, they won't do it again, but this is, again, we need to role model good behaviour, not reinforcing that. Allow them time to calm down and then discuss what happened afterwards. So what triggered them, what we could have done better to stop that, and try and spot signs of a build up to stop it before it happens, and encourage the children to let off steam. So if they've been at school all day and then they're coming home and we're expecting them to do things, it might be better just to go to the park first, let them have a run around. So our top tips: find out why the child might have had the tantrum. Were they tired? Were they hungry? Is it something that could easily be fixed? If it's because you told them no, we don't give in, as this teaches children that they can do that and then get what they want. So stick to what you're telling them. If you said no and they've had a tantrum, make sure you stick to it, because then if we don't, they might think then, oh well, if I did that and I'll get away with it. Remaining calm, as if you get worked up, then so will they, and the more calm you are, the faster that the situation will de-escalate. Talking about it afterwards and letting them know that you understand how they're feeling, and using language that the child understands, as we can use big words, but if the child doesn't understand, then they're not going to learn from this. Try and find an alternative before the tantrum happens again, like letting them go to the park, choosing a distraction, if it's over a toy or something like that, finding a negotiation. And finally, number 5, don't bring it up again, let it go. So once you've spoke about it and it's all done, just let it go, not bringing it up. Consistency is key as well, so make sure you have the same approach every time. So children will probably have a few tantrums for all different reasons, but making sure we have the same approach every time and the child is always getting that same reaction for you. Thank you for watching our video on temper tantrums. I hope you found it useful. There's some other videos on our YouTube and our website that you can go and take a look at.